poppin', y'all? It's your girl T Michelle back here with another video. Now I know y'all saw the title and was like, "What the hell is she talking about?" Like, what the hell does she mean? Hurt people, and what that got to do with anything? Type of stuff like that. But I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk to y'all. So if you one of those people that don't really want to hear me babble, then click off now because I'm gonna be babbling. I'm gonna be babbling this whole video, just talking about that whole concept of hurt people. Hurt people. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna just basically just spit out some advice. Now, let me tell y'all. If you're true to yourself, you can't be false to nobody else. Okay? If you're honest about the things that you've been through, and you're honest about the things that have happened to you in your past, the mistakes that you've made, and so, ain't no way in hell anybody could take that and throw that in your face and make you feel bad about it. You know what I mean? If you're honest with yourself. I'm one of those people. Okay, y'all see how I do my story times. Like, I don't got no shame in my game. Like, and I know some of y'all probably be looking at my story times like, how the fuck did something like that happen? Or that's crazy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But listen, it happened. And I got a whole lot more to tell y'all. But I'm very honest and secure in the things that I have gone through in my life. You know? Now, back to the whole concept of hurt people. Within this past couple of months, I've noticed, because I've cut off a whole lot of people without even like, because there was a time where I used to be on some shit like, I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was in my head on some shit like, oh, if you're kind to people and you're good to people and you're honest to people, they ain't got no choice but to be the same way back to you. That's not true. That's not true. And the older I get, the more I realize that shit is not true. Now, like I said, for the past couple of months, I've cut off a lot of people. And it's not because I don't love them, and it's not because, or whatever. I just, certain people make me feel like shit. Make me feel bad. They make me feel like something is wrong with me, and they have no problem telling me over and over again that something is wrong with me and all type of stuff like that. So I've cut off a lot of people in the past couple of months, but humans are gonna be humans, y'all. Humans are gonna be humans, and the quickest way to get cut off with me is if you intentionally try to hurt me. Like, if you intentionally try to physically hurt me, and if you intentionally try to hurt my heart or hurt my feelings. Now, like I said, if you're honest about who you are as a person, and you're honest about your past, your present, the things that you want in your future, or whatever, if you're just 100% you, can't nobody use anything that you've already said to attack you. And that's the quickest way to get cut off with me. Like, to where I'm just like, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. I'm not gonna be around you, or I'm not even gonna bother doing anything with you, because now I know you want to hurt me. It don't matter if you mad or whatever. Listen, I'm not one of those people that, oh, I just said that because I was mad, or I just did that because I was mad. I'm one of those people who really believe that when people get mad, it's not that they say things that they don't mean. They do say exactly what they mean. And like, for me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I'm mad and I call you a bitch, or I call you this, or I call you that, whatever, I mean that shit. I mean that shit in that moment. I might be sorry that I hurt your feelings when I said it later on, but I ain't gonna be like, nah, I didn't mean it. Like, no, you a bitch. I'm just sorry that I'm sorry that I said it, and it hurts your feelings. I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings, but you are a bitch. Like, that's just how it is. I don't believe in none of that. I was just mad, so I said that, and I was just doing this, and I did this to hurt you. And I was like, I listen. People get mad, the truth comes out. You gotta listen closely when people get pissed off at you. Another thing, nowadays, love is conditional. Love is supposed to be unconditional. It's supposed to be unconditional, and it's supposed to be freeing. It's supposed to be Yeah, freeing. You're supposed to feel free. You're not supposed to feel bound. You're not supposed to feel tied and confined and restricted. It's supposed to be freeing. You know what I mean? But nowadays, people be on that conditional type love shit. I love you as long as you do this. I love you as long as you agree with everything that I say. I love you if you do exactly what I want you to do. If you don't gain 10 pounds while we together, if you don't gain weight, if you don't cut your hair or grow your hair out or whatever, all type of stupid stuff. And then next thing you know, this person don't love you no more and all this other dumb shit. And I love you as long as you got money, like stupid stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I don't want no relationship right now. Before I met my ex, I was on that bullshit too. I was like, I don't want no relationship because I just don't believe that people really understand the true concept of being in love with somebody. It's conditional. It's conditions to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean that you can't be away from toxic people. You can still love somebody and be away from them because they're toxic. And that's what I'm trying to do right now in my life. If you toxic, listen, I'm going to love you at a distance. I'm going to keep my distance from you until you get your shit together. Maybe our paths will cross again and we could be cool and all type of shit. But like I said, once I have it in my head that push come to shove, you going to say some fucked up shit or you going to do some fucked up shit because you mad at me, then I can't fuck with you. I can't be around you. Because I've never done that to nobody. Like, I've never been on some shit like, oh, you know, I've never just thrown somebody out of my life for no reason. Like, to where it's like, oh, I ain't even dealing with you no more. And like, I'm hard-headed, y'all. I'm real hard-headed. It take a lot for me to give up on somebody. For me to just be like, all right, why am I doing this? Why are we going back and forth? Why this is a continuing cycle over and over and over again. It take a whole lot because I'm hard-headed and I don't like to fail. So it take a whole lot for me to just be like, all right, I ain't fucking with you no more. So if you one of those people out there watching this video, like, well, she don't talk to me no more. Trust me, it took me a lot. It took a lot for me to just be like, I ain't fucking with you no more. Either that or I ain't really know you, so it's not really a loss because I ain't really know you. I'm just being honest. But yeah, I don't trust people that be on that shit of, you know, I was mad, so I just said this, and I was mad, so I just did that, and all type of stuff. Listen, I'm not for that. If you mad, be mad. I've been mad a whole bunch of times and never touched sensitive subjects. Like you remember about that time that you told me about this, or you remember when this and this and this happened to you, and blah blah blah. That's why it happened. Like, that's some fucked up shit, and I don't understand how people could do that. Why would you intentionally want to hurt somebody because you mad? Can anybody explain that to me? Like, why people do things like that? Is it the heat of the moment or something like that? I'm not saying I'm perfect, y'all. Like, I ain't never hurt nobody's feelings. But I'm saying is, I'm honest about why I hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming it on the fact that I was mad. No, if I said it, I meant it at that time. I may not mean it now if I'm not mad at you no more. But at the time that I said it, I meant it. I'm not taking it back because I meant it. It comes from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just born an asshole. You know, that happens with life. You know, people become assholes. People become selfish. You know, things like that. I understand. But that doesn't mean that you can't be held accountable for the things that you've said and the things that you've done. Now, y'all probably sitting here like, why is she talking about all this? Y'all know it gotta come from somewhere, right? Alright, so I'm not gonna get into too much detail about what happened, but I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Like, maybe y'all know I was in a relationship for this past year or whatever like that, and it was a relationship that I didn't plan for, that I'm not gonna say I didn't want, because I started to want it. But in the beginning, I was so hurt by what my last had did to me. I was just on some shit like, I don't think that I need to be fucking with nobody. It was just like, I'm not really fucking with niggas like that right now. Like, I'd rather just be by myself. So when I met him, I was really battling within myself whether I wanted to pursue this thing, whether I should give him a chance, in other words, whether I should give him a chance to see where this goes and stuff. Now in the beginning, he was the sweetest person, he was the nicest person, all type of shit. But once people get used to you, and they feel comfortable enough to let loose, sometimes they let loose. Sometimes it's something that you can deal with, and then other times it's like, God damn, this is a completely different person. So he basically became a completely different person, and it was a real toxic relationship, and it was a real abusive relationship emotionally. It was an emotionally abusive relationship because he knew the type of person that I was. He knew that I wasn't no scandalous broad. He knew that I wasn't the type that was going to be out there doing all type of crazy shit that these females be doing, or saying all type of crazy shit. Like, he knew that I wasn't no fucking hood booger, and he knew that's what he was basically used to, was a bunch of trifling ass hood booger females that is just like, okay, you hurt me or you broke my heart, so I'm gonna get revenge. Nah, I'm not on no shit like that. You hurt me and you break my heart, that's your karma. I don't have to worry about it. That's your karma. So you're gonna get yours in the end, whether I do something or not. That's how I look at stuff. And he took full advantage of that. He took full advantage of the fact that I wasn't the rah-rah type broad. So anyway, y'all, fast forward, some shit went down, and basically it was at a point where I really needed a strong support system, where I needed to talk to somebody, where I needed to possibly go stay with somebody so I could be away from him and all type of stuff like that. And I had very few people that were in my corner that I could see. I'm not saying people weren't there for me. I'm saying I could count on one hand, how many people gave me advice that I could use and gave me resources that I could use. And it let me see two things. It put me back in the mind state of what I was in when I was 21 and I got kicked out of the house. And I was on some shit like, I was on some shit like, I'm really on my own. Like, I really can't call on nobody. Y'all know I'm out here dolo in Atlanta. I ain't no family out here. All my family, all people I'm close to, and all that stuff is back home in New York. So, like I said, by myself out here. And at that time, with what was going on, I really needed a strong support system. I also want to tell y'all, for people out there who may know somebody in an abusive relationship, whether it be physical, emotional, or whatever the fuck it is, the worst thing you can do is tell that person to just get up and leave. That's the dumbest shit you could say to somebody that's being abused. You want to know why it's the dumbest shit that you could say to somebody that's being abused? It's because there's no plan. They get up and leave, and what? Where they gonna go? They gonna come live with you? I bet you ain't offering that. They gonna come live with you. You gonna help them pay for whatever expenses that they accumulated being with this person, or whatever expenses that involve both of these two people. Like, it's gonna be on you, or you just throwing out shit. That's the worst thing you could do, is tell somebody, just get up and leave. Don't tell nobody to get up and leave. Don't do that. Tell somebody to make a plan. That's what you tell them to do. And if it's an abusive relationship, unless they got somewhere to go, or they got somewhere where they're away from that person, don't tell them nothing about no fucking law enforcement or file charges or do this and that and all type of shit, to where they gotta go back and be around this person after they done did what the fuck you told them to do. I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Y'all know how many people was telling me, oh, go to the cops. Oh, file a police report. Oh, do that. Mind you, I'm not saying that this nigga put his hands on me. He never put his hands on me. He never touched me or none of that stuff like that. But I was in a situation where we was living together. Financially, he depended on me. Financially, I depended on him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a situation where I could just get up and go. Y'all want to know something? Moving costs money. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got nowhere to go, oh, go to a shelter, guess what? That costs too. Getting to a shelter, getting into a shelter, all type of stuff. Like, all y'all. That's why I said y'all can't just be telling people get up and go and all type of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. This is not the movies. You know what I'm saying? This is not the movies when motherfuckers just get up, leave their house, and go and stay in a shelter, and it's a nice little bed, and it's not no shit like that. You gotta worry about your stuff getting taken. You gotta worry about your stuff getting stolen. You gotta worry all type of stuff, y'all. So don't be telling people to just get up and leave. Tell them to have a plan. Give them ideas on a plan. I seen some shit on I forgot what I was watching. It was a talk show. I can't remember whose talk show it was, but Nene Leakes was on there, the lady from the Real Housewives and stuff, and she was saying how what it was like when she left her first son's father because he was abusive to her and he was beating her ass, and she was like how she was upset because the only advice and the only thing she was being told was, why don't you just get up and lead a nigga? Why don't you just get up and go? Why don't you just get up and do this? And she was like, that was the worst advice people could give me, because it was just like, that's not basically telling me what I should really do that's going to help me. She was like, no, you got to tell the person to save their money. You got to tell the person to take out a loan, or what was she was saying? Get a fucking U-Haul the night before and park it down the street. Hide your U-Haul. Like, she was basically saying stuff like that. And I was sitting here listening to her. And like I said, I wasn't in no abusive relationship, but it was emotionally abusive. And the nigga really had me feeling like I needed him. So, yeah, I was really just like, I was scared too on top of that. So, like I said, y'all, if y'all gonna be any type of friend or anything to anybody, and somebody that you know is going through some shit where they're scared or things are happening and they don't really know what to do, don't be so fucking vague. And don't be so judgmental, because you don't know what that person is going through and you don't know where their mind state is. Now, like I said, for me, that's all I was getting. Like, I wasn't getting nobody giving me nothing that I could use on that day, on that time. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna do more good than bad. So, like I said, I had to go back to that mind state of what I was when I was 21, and I was on my own, and I was just like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know where to start. Like, this is crazy. So and it was hurtful. It was hurtful that there wasn't really nobody that I could go to, or any place where I could stay and all that stuff. And, I just basically just had to deal with it on my own, and that's what I did. I dealt with it on my own. I made decisions based on my situation, because nobody knew my situation better than me. So I made decisions based on my knowledge of what I was going to do. And I was able to deal with it, come out of it, and be good. But that whole situation kind of flipped the switch in me. I don't know what it was, y'all. I really don't. But it just kind of made me, I'm not going to say numb, because I still have feelings, I still not. I'm saying I have feelings. Period. I feel like I'm still the same person that I was. I don't feel like it changed as far as me caring about people, or me being able to care about somebody, or me being able to love somebody. But it changed me in a sense of you only gonna have peace in two places, and that's your house and the grave. And anything else that's not bringing you no peace, you can just let that shit go. Like, you're not really tied to it. I think sometimes we psych ourselves out to make ourselves believe that we have to deal with certain shit. You really don't. You know what I mean? It don't really mean nothing, and you holding on to it. But it kind of made me just be on some shit like I don't care. Not in a bad way, but just like I don't care. Like if you come around and you talking a whole bunch of shit and you got all this animosity and like I said, you saying stuff because you know certain things about me and you trying to hurt me or you trying to scare me and you saying all type of stupid stuff and I'm gonna just be like, all right. That's something in you that's fucked up. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I have the choice whether to stay there and listen to you talk your shit or go about my business. You know? So I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all about that because I just feel like we be putting our energy into stuff that we really don't need to put our energy on. You know what I mean? And we waste so much time, you know, especially with this whole social media shit. You know, somebody do something, somebody piss you off, or somebody come at your neck and you want to go and post unbothered and all type of stuff. Bitch, if you was unbothered, you wouldn't say nothing. If I'm unbothered, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not mentioning nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going about my business. I'm going about my day. You know? Y'all, like I said, y'all only gonna have two peace. In your house, two places to have peace. In your house and the grave. If you can't even come home and be in your bed relaxing and somebody hit you up with some dumb shit or somebody hit you up with all type of stupid shit that you don't even, it's like, yo, cut it off, let it go, you know? And hurt people. But that's not on you, that's on them. Remember that whatever it is, if you ever been with somebody and you trying to figure out why the fuck do we always end up here? Why do we always end up in a place where we not speaking or we not talking or whatever? If you find yourself going in the same circle with somebody over and over and over again, you know, it's up to you to get out of that. And like I said, if it's no reason at all why this person be wilding on you, that has everything to do with them. They got something inside of them that's fucked up, and that ain't got nothing to do with you. And it ain't on you to fix it. It's on them. Anyway, y'all, that was my little life update or whatever I wanted to tell y'all about or whatever. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm living my life stress free. Anytime something comes around that be on that bullshit trying to take me out of my character and trying to, you know, like I said, give me headaches and stuff. I'm not on the talking no more. I'm really not. Like, I don't believe nothing nobody say to me unless they show me something different. If you ain't showing me nothing, don't even bother talking to me. I'm just not on it no more. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm getting too old to just listen to people talk. Like, talk. But you're not really saying nothing. Like, I think I'm a little too old for that. You know? There's so much more that I want to do in life. There's so much more that I want to do with my life. You know? And I'm just not on it. I'm not on people's negative energy. That sounds so cliche because everybody is saying it now, like no negative vibes, no bad vibes and stuff. But I'm really on that, y'all. Like, I'm really not with the fuck shit. You can keep it over there. And there's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me mad, and there's nothing that you can say that's gonna make me upset. It's just not, because I'm not like these other chicks out here. I'm just not. My happiness does not depend on you. That's my whole attitude. My happiness does not depend on other people. If somebody come out their face and they say some shit to me and I get upset, that has everything to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with them. Because I could have easily ignored them. I could have easily went about my own business. Or stopped and said, does this person really matter? You know? Just like at work, when I'm at work and them passengers be acting crazy and stuff, I don't take that shit home with me. Why? They don't matter. I deal with them 2 seconds out of my day. Like, I don't care. And I feel like everybody should have that attitude. You know, if you're not dealing with somebody and somebody ain't really like you stop and you think, well, what has this person done in my life? What significance do they have in my life? Okay, yeah, they saying that they love me. But is it real love or is it conditional love? These are questions you gotta ask yourself as you get older, you know. Because we all not going to make the best decisions. We all have made fucked up decisions. But the thing is, you got to learn from them. You got to move on without doing it again. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. And I know this video probably was like all over the place and all type of stuff. I just want to get that out. You know what I mean? You know, y'all, love yourself, be true to yourself, and you'll be false to nobody else. You know what I mean? You don't let somebody else tell your story. You tell your story. You don't let somebody else judge you on your experiences. They're your experiences. All right. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.